Hi, this is A. Wesley with Straight Talk. The topic I'm going to talk about today is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. The Real Housewives of Atlanta was actually good last night. Phaedra got all the girls together because she wanted them to participate in her charity that she was going to start up about helping needy children. And while she was planning the event, Sheree and Kenya got into it about whose house was built first, whose house was the biggest, whose house was this. And Phaedra had to interject and say, nobody's really interested in that anymore. This is about the children. It's not about whose house is bigger than another one, whose house was built first. And I agree with Phaedra. Nobody's really interested in that anymore. So they need to move on to something else. And also the fact that Candy's ex-boyfriend Black is trying to come into the picture and be a father to her daughter at the age of 13 while she's a teen. The girl really doesn't want to have anything to do with her dad, and it's not Candy's fault, it's her dad's fault. He should have thought enough to be involved with his daughter when she was a little bitty girl. Not that she's a teenager and he thinks he can come around and be a father to her now. That's not going to work. And I don't blame Mama Joyce for telling Candy to tell her baby's daddy's girlfriend that he should be paying child support. She can still collect it if she wants to, but like Candy said, she makes enough money to take care of Riley and her baby Ace, so she really doesn't need a man to help her take care of her baby. And I appreciate that Candy's always been an independent woman like that, and I am so glad that she is trying to be the bigger woman and go ahead on and let her daughter have something to do with her father, because she's looking at that she grew up without a father, so she doesn't want her daughter to grow up without a father either. And so that was the gist of Atlanta Housewives. It was okay this week. It wasn't that much catty and chattiness going on, but I did like the fact that Sheree did come out and explain why it took her so long to build her house. She said that the house that her and Bob had lived in for years when they were married was not paid for because Bob had stopped paying on the house or something happened like that. So in order for her to get a new house, she had to pay off the old debt of the old house, and I understand that, because that wouldn't be good financial planning, jumping into a new house and you still got mortgage on an old house. So I understand why it took so long for her to get that house. And Bob should be ashamed of himself. He should have went on and paid the rest on that house, even though he did move out. But you know how men are. But anyway, Sheree told her children that her and Bob are just friends, and Bob would have to make up for all of the stuff that he had done in the past to her. So whatever he done to Sheree in the past, my necklace quick. Whatever he done to Sheree in the past, she is having a hard time forgiving him for it. And I hope things get better. Whether she gets back with Bob or finds a new man, that's up to Sheree. But like I said, it was good this week. It wasn't as much fighting and cattiness as it had been in the past weeks. But hopefully Atlanta Housewives will get better later on in the season. This is Abe Wesley. I am out.